in relative to the standard, strains of the hamstring just based on what's occurred over the last month and a half. So I think we want to be able to get some clarity. Hopefully that clarity provides, a better answer to, what you're asking. But we've got to be able to, have a good practice today. Guys have a good look in their eye, and we'll be able to get a good bonus day against what we know is going to be a great challenge on Sunday.
What was it that these doctors were able to maybe provide for Cooper?
I haven't gotten that answer yet. Yeah, so we're still in the midst. He's visiting those guys. Once he gets back, then I'll be able to have answers for you.
When do you expect him back?
Maybe later today or tomorrow.
Do you know who those doctors are? What clinic that is?
I talked to Neil Elitrosh about it last week. I don't know the parameters, and just out of respect for kind of the situation, the circumstances, but I did know from speaking with Neil Elitrosh, speaking with Reggie Scott, and then I know Ryan Tollner was a part of this, Cooper's agent, to be able to kind of figure out, all right, what is one of the more reputable people in regards to what we think this might be that's a little bit different and a little bit outside the framework of a soft tissue. And so he went to go see those guys. I spoke with him when he was walking into the office the other day, and I haven't had a chance to reconnect with him yet.
What does this do to you guys have been gearing towards this game for months and months and months. In terms of your preparation, how does his situation affect your ability?
I think you just move forward, and you got to be able to operate with the situation and the guys that we do have. And if he's able to go, then that's outstanding for us. And if not, then, that's kind of how we've been operating. And so we'll be I think the most important thing is whenever he's able to take the field, whether that be this week, whether that be week 2, whatever it is, as long as he's able to have that return to performance, he's feeling like the Cooper Kupp that we all know and love, and he's got some clarity on, all right, what is really going on. I think that'll, be a really good situation for us. And, you look at it in the meantime, and really in his absence over the majority of the offseason program, for whether he was doing stuff with the family or just some of the things that he was rehabbing with his ankle, it has forced growth and development for some players, and they've gotten some reps and opportunities and a rapport with Matthew that you do feel confident in their ability to step up if that's what has to occur.
With the uncertainty of the nature of the injury, is there any concern that this could be a long-term situation?
I'm careful to speak too far in advance, just where there is a little bit of gray. So I think probably the best thing that I can tell you is, when am I scheduled to meet with these guys again? On Wednesday? That should provide some better clarity where I can, give you an answer that's consistent with the appropriate information.
Sean, kind of along those lines, obviously he's still in the midst of the visit, like you said, but what were the conversations like as far as deciding that this was the appropriate step to take to try to really get to the release?
I think just doing everything in our power and using all the resources at our disposal. I think the biggest thing I can say is there were just some things that were a little bit out of the norm relative to, when you say it's a muscle strain, all right, or it's, a hamstring when you re-aggravate it. It really just didn't go in alignment with when those things occur in other situations and under different circumstances, or under similar circumstances. And so felt like this would hopefully give us some clarity just based on his ability to articulate what he's feeling, some of the information that we got from the MRIs. And so that was kind of what led to it, is just really trying to, explore all avenues and try to get some clarity.
You have to always prepare for, anything.
Sure.
But coming off last year and rolling.
Oh, we're more ready for it coming off of that.
And rolling into this year, to
Yep.
have such a significant player's status be in doubt as you're heading towards the opener. How do you kind of?
Here's what I would say. I know how badly Cooper wants to be available and wants to be out there to compete with his teammates. So I first feel for him. And the second thing is what we're not going to do is get caught up in things that are outside of our control. I'm not doing that. We're not going to do it. We're going to control the things that we can control, and we're going to really operate, in the present and do the best we can to prepare for what's going to be an excellent chance to go compete at a beautiful venue with a team that is going to be ready to roll. And our job is to be able to get these guys ready to go and establish an authentic confidence by the way that these guys work, the way they prepare. And that started a long time ago. And I do think that last year's perspective and awareness is going to be beneficial to apply the way that you want to respond, and not feeling sorry for yourself, but you understand and you empathize with the player. But it's like, hey, I got a lot of confidence, and if guys do need to step up, that's what we're going to do, because that's all we can do. And I believe that. And that's the approach that we want to be able to take. And you keep me accountable to that, Gary.
It was a process getting your full offensive line
I think they're good. I think, we're still working through that. What I do feel good about is you bring in a Kevin Dotson who's got starting experience. You get a lot of different guys that have played at different spots, some of which have started in different spots. They've gotten really valuable and beneficial reps against two quality opponents in real practice settings. And so, we're going to continue to use today and then Wednesday through Friday to really be able to kind of tailor in on our best, our best five. What does that lineup look like, and who do we feel like gives us the best chance to operate? But like anything else, we've got to have guys that are ready. They could be one snap away, and I do feel like with some of the shuffling that we've had to do, it has developed some depth. And whoever we decide on that final five is, you'll feel good about those guys, but you also feel good about the three other guys that'll be available with our 8 offensive linemen that'll be up and active on Sunday the 10th. All righty. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.